Yeah, thanks, Horsebrook. Just before I start, Muscles forgot Adam Spencer. Thank you very much for refereeing that 13 game. Sign. You always forget something on speech. That's the serious thing about making speeches. There you go.
Thank Trevor for refereeing our game. Thank Trevor for refereeing our. Thanks, Trevor.
To the first team's game today, a tradition that Bohs haven't really lost over the last 8 or 9 years. We're very slow starters. It wasn't that far into the game that we were down 1-0. Not that we were playing that bad, but at the end of the day, I think we come up against probably the fittest team we might come up against this year, or one of the fittest teams. They do knock the ball around quite nicely, and yeah, we used up a lot of gas tanks. So the second half was a different story, and well, a little bit of wind in our sails and our backs as well, and a couple of substitutes being down 1-0 as Bohs do. We just don't give up, and we got the equaliser, and then sure enough the winner had to come, and yeah, deserved 2-1 win, 3 points in the bag. But I think a lot of the first team will know that sitting here at the minute that if it wasn't for Pavel's save, it could have turned around completely different there, because it was your save and then 2 minutes later we got the clinker. So yeah, it's a funny old game, football. At the same time, yeah, we're right on the mark of where we should be at this time of the year, and we do have a heavy schedule in the next 2 or 3 weeks that we keep in our heads, like O'Carroll's and Inter and our local derby of Celtic supporters all in the next month. It's something that we've never come up against this early in the season, so we do have to hit the ground running. And I suppose Easter Sunday's not going to do us the world of good having a week off, but at the same time we'll deal with that on Wednesday night. All in all, a top performance, not a top performance, a good performance. Across the board it was a team effort, and every man that took the pitch, which was 14 of us, played their part. And there was a couple of fellas that probably weren't too happy that not taking the pitch, but unfortunately today 16 and 14 doesn't go. That is the purpose of a team. Not so much, well, with our 16 there pushing everybody in the 6, the 5 on the sideline are, as we said, every bit as good as the 11 that's on the pitch. But a lot of you has got the chance to watch the second division team for 15 minutes, and I'll tell you what, you know it and I know it, there's 2 or 3 fellas in that second team that's not far off the mark either. So it's entirely up to yourselves to take your chance when you get your chance. Player of the day, we'll give it to a fella, his stature's probably not the biggest, but his heart is as big as anybody else's, and I would say we give it to him for the mighty work he done today, and that was little Tommy. Yeah. Yes, 6 teams winning in one day is a bit of a, it might never happen this season again, so I think we should enjoy it while it lasts. But at the same time, I was thinking before the start of the game today, or the games today, the girls started and the momentum built all day and the results started pouring in, and the way it happened, and at one stage about 20 minutes before the final whistles there were 3 teams actually not in a winning position, or maybe half an hour before. But the one thing that stuck in my mind, I said to myself was, it doesn't matter what happens today, it really doesn't, because today our club has come a whole circle. And there's fellas that are standing here today, and I'm very proud to be standing here today. In fact, I'll go as far as saying it's the proudest day I've ever had in this club, is today. The 6 wins is just, Jesus, is that ever the cream in the cake? It is, there's no doubt of it. But at the end of the day, there's fellas like Speedy standing around the back, and the man sitting beside him, Tony, and Barry put the acid on that wee man there a second ago. I hope you don't go too far away from this club this year. Tony hadn't, to tell you the truth. Because
here.
As big a part of this club as anybody else. There is a few elders here, Peter McGee, namely, I remember our first game out in Albany, and we drank a couple of beers in a shed. Oh, yeah, shed or whatever it was. But they were selling the beer for $1 a beer. And we couldn't figure out how to make money.
Only sent me one right.
Beer hasn't gone up. But 2 years later, they closed the ground down and built houses on it. But anyway, that's beside the point. There's a lot of good memories that we can spill them out here and take forever. But the bottom line is, a lot of you know me from the last 3 or 4 years. It is about memories. And memories are something that will never go anywhere other than stay in your mind. And it's a great foundation for any club. And the club that we have at the minute is just exceptional. And there's a lot of hard work done by a lot of people. And it's amazing to talk about a family. Look at this all sitting and drawn and peaceable for 5 minutes. But at the end of the day, that is what it's all about. Results are one thing, they definitely are. It does make the beer go down a lot easier on a Sunday. But other than that, the most important thing in life, and I think Jerry could actually say it in Maori, there's a Maori saying the most important thing in life is...
Because I'm Maori, Robbie, isn't it?
It's people, people, people. He can tell it to you in Maori. But that is really true. Thank you very much. Great Sunday.
Anybody who hasn't got a ticket, get on that now. Like I say, I expect a big night, and our sponsors, who need a round of applause as well. The Clare Inn put a lot of money in behind this club, and without it, there's no way we could function. So get down there tonight and support them. Now, just before we move on, I'd actually like to introduce you to Ray and Muscles, who doesn't know them, who are now the official Bones band. So while we're at home, we're going to have a few tunes and have a bit of crack, especially for today. I hope it carries on the next week. We took the liberty of giving them a name, which you'll find out very shortly. We won't say that in a minute. And just before I finish up again, to Three Kings, Ken and Carl, thanks for having us. We love being here. Thanks so much, and I'm looking forward to a great evening. It's been brilliant all day, with Liverpool beating Fulham the night before. And this is solely for Eugene Duff, this squeaky bum time. I'm looking forward to your 4 or 5 pints. Stop betting, you're no good at it. And again, brilliant day, and let's go forward, bring it into the season. But the main thing is, I heard a few, was it last year, bringing the F into football. I see that F being fun. Enjoy yourselves, bring it forward, good luck.